Hey, I'm Mike, and today we're going to be going over how to build a 20-foot pondless waterfall. We got our 5-ton excavator coming in to help us dig and set some of these boulders. You can see we got our boulder pallets right on the edge of the driveway. Those are going to be ready to go when we need them. First step for any pondless waterfall is to mark out and then dig the basin. Now, in this particular case, we have a 6 large aqua block basin plus a pump vault, which is going to be about 275 gallons of water that this thing is going to hold when it's all said and done. Now, it's important to size the basin correctly. We want to make sure that once the stream and waterfalls are full of their water, that there's still plenty of water in the basin to keep the pump going and to eliminate the need to add water to this too often. You can see we're leveling off that pump vault. This is where the pump is going to sit, which is about 6 inches below the aqua blocks. And then now we're going to go ahead and start to set some boulders. The size of the boulders is going to depend on the size and the slope of the yard. In this particular case, we had a nice slope to work with, and so we wanted to make sure that the size of the boulders fit that slope appropriately. This means some of the boulders are going to be too big to pick up by hand, so we strap them to our excavator bucket where we can swing them and position them and shim them so that they sit correctly to make the waterfall look natural and beautiful. As we work our way up the waterfall, you can see us digging out big circular flat shelves. This is going to allow us plenty of space to set the boulders as needed, and it's going to give a nice flat area so that they're going to be sturdy when we're done with this thing. There's a couple things that we look for when we're setting these boulders. Number one, we want to make sure that they look level. So we're going to step back and we're going to make sure that the whole thing looks level. If they don't look level, it's just going to look a little bit sloppy. The next thing we're looking for is how the water is going to react with these boulders. So we want to make sure that we carve a nice shape into these that's going to give us a nice looking stream. Something that looks natural and something that has some nice twists and turns is ultimately going to make the project successful. Take a look at what we came up with and give us some feedback in the comments of what you would want to see or hear about next time.